What's going on YouTube? MX17 here today, and I'm coming at you with my new Satellarknight deck profile. The deck has been doing very well, and right now probably is the best deck that I like. I've tested Shadows, and over Shadows I would prefer Satellarknights. It's just a playstyle and just a preference for me that I like Satellarknights more. I haven't tested out Clifford's or Burning Abyss yet, so I can't say Satellarknights against those decks, which one I prefer, but I'll probably test them out later on in the future. But yeah, here it is. We'll be discussing the main deck, extra, and the side deck, of course. So yeah, let's go and get started. With the main deck, it's 40 cards, 10 monsters, 13 spells, and 17 traps. So yeah, starting with the monster lineup, we play the 3 denebs, of course. She's the main searcher. You need her at 3. 3 altair, the main combo player as well, needed at 3. Then we play 2 unukalhai. She sets you up with your plays turn 1. She's really good, so 2. And then we play 1 vega and 1 alshalm. Just 1 of each because alshalm is good for the 1k burn. Vega is good for combo plays, but sometimes she makes you lose too much of a hand that you only want to play 1 of her, and the consistency of drawing 2 vegas, it's just not good for you. So yeah, you play her at 1 because once she's in the graveyard, you can always revolve and maneuver and reuse her effect all the time. So yeah, turn 1 you want to open up with unukalhai or deneb to get your searches and set your field up for you. So yeah, that's all the monsters. Just all pure Satellarknights. The side deck will basically be for like random stuff, of course. So yeah, not really tacking anything in here for the main deck at all. And then for the spell lineup, we play the 3 reinforcement, of course, for searching purposes and thinning the deck faster. One thing I do have to say though, since I'm only playing 3 monsters, I meant 3 rotas and 10 monsters, most of the time I would barely go through any of my rotas and all of my monsters will be in the graveyard already. That is a bad thing, but in a way it's good as well to play 3 rotas so you can get your searches off quicker in case you are running a bit slow, or in case you're just clogging up with your hands with spells and traps. So yeah, 3 rotas is still a really good number, even though sometimes you don't go through your rotas and all your monsters will be in the grave already. So yeah, and for more deck thinning purposes, we play 3 upstarts, of course, and 2 pot of dualities as well. For other spells, we play the 1 soul charge because soul charge is still good. Monster reborn times 5 possible, so good. And then we play the 3 MST as well as 1 night beam for the back row. I just don't really like back row playing against with this deck, especially because if they stop your altair play, then you're basically done. So you need something to hit off the back row. And one more thing as well, especially back row hate, especially because none of your monsters have destruction effect in the main deck at all. So yeah, you want something to secure your plays. And that's it for this spell. Let's go ahead into the traps. With the VIP trap card, we play 3 Nova Alphas. It's just so good in here. Have to play 3. It's really nice. Sometimes this card will rarely come into my hand, but when it does, it's really almost guaranteed game all the time. So yeah. And then we play 2 wiretaps as well for the trap negation or anything like that, just so that your plays won't be stopped. And then we play 3 Call the Haunted to keep your plays going and recycling all your good stuff, and 3 Fiendish Chains as well. Same reason to recycle and reusing the Fiendish Chains and stopping your opponent. Fiendish Chains over, I chose Fiendish Chain over Breakthrough Skill, just the fact that it's a continuous trap card and it can be bounced back with Trevere. And I decided to play 3 Fiendish Chains because why not, when they can be possible targets for reusing, and you can probably use them 1 Fiendish Chain more than 4 times in a game. So yeah. And then I chose the wiretaps over trap stuns is because, like I said, I play 17 traps. You want your traps to go through and and basically you want your place to go as well. So if you play Trap Stun in here and you want to go for a Call of the Haunted play, you really can't anymore. So wiretap to stop the chain, but you can still continue playing your own traps as well to finish off your combos, which is healthier for this deck. That's why I wiretap over Trap Stun for this one. So yeah. And then for the 1-ups, we play 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Deep Prison, and the last 2 cards we play is 2 Vanities, Emptiness. So yeah, pretty standard for main decking now. So yeah. That's it for the main deck, guys. Let's go ahead into the extra deck. We'll just quickly zoom by. VIP for the extra deck is the 2 Traveres. You go through him all the time, so he's just so good because he loops. 1 Del Toros, because Del Toro still has a really good effect. And 1 Omega, 1 Star Leech, Paladynamo, standard light support, staples. So yeah, and we play 1 101 Honor Arc, 1 Lavolvo Chain, and 1 Daigusta Emerald. Basically for setting up field early game and late game for recycling stuff for you. So yeah, puts you in a better position. And we play 1 Exiton Knight, 1 Diamond Dar, 1 Cowboy, 1 Castell, 1 Black Ship, or 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Black Ship, and 1 Ragna Zero. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. I do probably plan on taking out the Black Ship of Corn and putting in an Excalibur maybe. Just the fact that going against Cliff Forts, if they have a killer on the field, then I have nothing in my extra deck to get rid of killer besides Excalibur, so I'll probably be doing that soon. And for the side deck, with the monsters, we play 2 Consecrated Lights, really good against any dark deck at all, so yeah. And the 2 Puppet Plants, Mirror Matches, Noble Knights, Burning Abyss, actually a pretty good card to side out, side in right now, so yeah. And then 2 Flying Seas for XYZ decks, and mainly Burning Abyss, of course. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. For the spells, we play 1 Vengeful Bog Spirit, very similar to Swords of Revealing Light, except it stays on the field, and monsters cannot attack the turn they are summoned only. So yeah, pretty good card. It's nice to bounce back with Travere. Just depends on what deck you're playing against, of course. So yeah. And then for the traps, we play 1 Soul Drain, 1 Collective Power, multiple purposes. Yeah, well, actually just 1 purpose, but Soul Drain has multiple purpose. 2 Shadow Imprisonings, of course, as well. 2 Full Houses. I play a lot of continuous trap cards, so yeah. And probably the best card in the side deck right now is 2 Mind Crush. The fact that you can go Travere and bounce back a lot of stuff, so you know what's in your opponent's hand already. And you get to discard, you get to send 1 with Travere's effect, and you can basically set your Mind Crush and send another one. Since you know what he's playing, you know what's going back in his hand. Mind Crushes are really good in here, especially with every deck searching. You plus off with that already, and then you plus off even more with Travere. And so you plus 2 times with Travere, knowing what they're playing. Travere sends another card, and Mind Crush sends another card, and you're just going to be playing through their whole hand all the time. So Mind Crush is really good in here, guys. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be making more updates on this deck as well. Very fun deck to play with, a lot of combos, and yeah, a lot of combos, but pretty generic combos, standard. So yeah. And again, I'll be doing more deck profiles as well. If you guys have any comments, tips, or suggestions towards this deck, feel free to add in. If you want to see a different deck profile on a certain deck, feel free to add that in as well. Thank you very much for watching YouTube, MX17. Please remember to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you.